If you could start by telling us your name and how old you are.
Right, I'm Elizabeth. My second name as well.
Whatever you're happy, you don't have to.
Yeah, my name's Elizabeth and I live in Armley and I'm 47 years old.
And can you tell me a bit about life growing up?
Well, bit of a shit life growing up, to be fair. 4 year old, got abused by my dad. Moved back to Belfast, because mum and dad are Irish. Moved back to Belfast, come back, and then got baptised, well not baptised, with my Holy Communion, got to all Catholic schools, and St Nicky, St Bridget and Corpus. Left home when I was 15. Left home when I was 15, I was ended up home. Met a guy called Peter, had 5 kids to him, and then splitting up with him because I found out he was a heroin addict. We were on it for 15 years, splitting up, got him on methadone, and then I had kids, and then because I ended up taking heroin, ended up getting the kids took off me because we were off on it, and then it just took my life up from there. Ended up meeting another guy called Sean, Crypt, and then moved into one house, and he ended up battering me, but I'm on about battering him like a man, he beat me like a real man. And then I split up with him, ended up with a guy called fucking Curly, who just about married him. So I'm still married, but he's passed away now, he passed away last year. And Sean's dead now, my other partner, I've got 3 partners dead now. And then moved in here with Darren. He ended up being violent. And then ended up moving, Michael ended up moving in with me. And then after that fucking been on drugs, come off and went to jail. First time I went to jail, a bear called my mate's laptop, got her in headlock, punched her, ended up with 30 months. Come out of jail, I pushed her. Then ended up splitting with Sean, got married. Then after that, I ended up with, moved in here, ended up with Michael. So some bird called me a slap, some bird in here called me Mary. She called me a slut in place, so I ended up giving it to her. And I ended up with fucking 4 years.
4 years?
4 years, yeah. I ended up 4 years, done 26 months. That's why Michael was on about then, but stuck by him while I was in jail. And I moved into this house in 2018 and can't get out of it. Just cannot get out of this house at all. I've been homeless, I moved into an hostel. I still can't get out of this house, just can't. There's a lot of bad memories in this house, a lot of bad memories.
So would you rather be homeless than
I'd rather be homeless, yeah. I'd rather be homeless. I would, yeah, but Michael, he can't be homeless, he can't. He's never done that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'd rather be homeless, yeah, I would. Than live here.
Wow.
Yeah, so...
I think that just shows, doesn't it, like how much bad memories are in this house for
really,
you
really
that
bad
you'd
memories.
rather...
I've got really, really bad memories. I've been assaulted in this house, I've been set fire in this house. The guy's just got 4 years in more. Yeah, so like you can see all plug sockets, they're all off. Yeah, I've been battered, God knows how many times in this house. So yeah, I've had a bad experience.
It sounds like it.
I've got 12 kids.
12?
Yeah.
Do you see any of them?
Yeah, I see my eldest, yeah. My eldest kid, yeah. Astra, Chelsea and Sky, seeing them children living in Spain. And Gemma, she's just had a miscarriage. Well, she went full term, but then she had a stillborn. So I've just lost my grandson. Yeah, so I've got four grandchildren, so my grandma. So yeah, so that's about my life.
How did you first get into taking drugs?
A girl come to my house when I was seeing my partner Chrissy. I walk in my daughter and then I went to my mates and she pulled me up and she went, can you go get me some cracker? Do I look like a fucking cracker? And she went, no. But then, I didn't take it then, but then when I got home I said to Chrissy, I went, Chrissy, this pill, I get her out of my house, so actually about 14. So I went, nah, she brought up to buy it. She told me she was 18, she was, but she was 14. I went to St James Hospital, I went, get a pint, she went, have you ever had it before? And I went, no. So then she pulled it over that first pint, that was it. I got in the car, went home and that was it. Bam. Become a crackhead, 2003, become a crackhead. 2004, become a smackhead. Because Peter will give me 4 lines. because I had really bad toothache. He's given me 4 lines about that one in Chapeltown. Yeah.
Did you know what you were getting into before you tried them? Did you know what it would end up doing?
Well, I didn't know I'd get me fucking kids took off me now.
And is that why they got took off?
Yeah, because it was neglect on it, because both parents were on it. And not going to school. So, built in like that, that's how it was.
That must have been really hard.
It was really hard, really hard. Really, really hard. I've been raped twice.
So you were saying before, quite a few of the relationships you've been in have been abusive.
Yeah, I've been violent, really, really violent.
Do you think that's... What? Do you know those men are violent before you get into them?
No. You don't know, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't know, do you? You don't know who you're going to meet. Do you know what I mean? There could be brilliant men unwell, do you know what I mean? There could be bad for 3 years and then bam, all of a sudden become violent.
You don't know what they're like.
You don't, yeah. Like Sean, I found out Sean was a rapist. He was up for fucking beating all women up. I didn't know that. I just thought he was bad, he was cushy. I ended up having 4 kids. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what you're fucking seeing, do you? No, you don't.
No. Have you ever had any therapy to help you get through?
No, I won't have it, I won't have it. Because, you know, people, it's like I'm doing an interview where we all know therapy is not going to do it for me. It's not going to be mates. I can't go to counselling, somebody sat here and talking to me. That's not going to help me. If I can't help myself, somebody sat here talking to me is not going to help me. It's not going to help me, is it? It's not going to help my thoughts in my head.
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different, yeah. But no, I don't counselling, no.
What could people do to help? Is there anything people could do to help?
No. Apart from like the housing and things like that, there's these other people what can do other things, yeah, like housing and, but like counselling, I don't think no.
No. What did you want to do when you were growing up?
A drug counsellor, which I want to do a drug counsellor. And I worked at St Anne's for 6 months, to be mental.
Wow.
Obviously Sean didn't like it, because I was in the group pods, so I ended up being pregnant anyway, so, but yeah, they want me to do it again now. Because where begs people to talk to, aren't we? Also,
yeah, because you know, you've got the experience.
We've been there and done it, we've been there and done it all, haven't we? So, yeah.
Where would you like to see your life in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I settle down in my own house and all that.
And out of here?
Yeah.
Do you think moving away would help at all, or?
Yeah, moving out of age, yeah.
Yeah, getting away from everything. So at the moment you're off heroin.
Yeah.
How did you manage to do that?
I just come off it.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
That's amazing. The willpower that must have taken. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just come off it, yeah.
That's really good. Have you got any advice for people watching this?
Well, I'm advising people not to take heroin. Or, do you know what? Like, methadone is a killer. I just think it's for them to get money. And if you want to do it
yourself.
I've done it bareback all the times.
Did you just go cold turkey though?
Cold turkey. I'm not doing
no methadone?
No.
Because I feel like a lot of people, well, a few people that we've spoke to almost use that, I don't want to say as an excuse, but always say, oh, I'm waiting till I get on the script and then...
Yeah.
But you just gave up.
Yeah, just give it up. Just give it up, yeah.
The amount of willpower that must have taken.
Yeah.
So you know you've got it in you to do it.
Yeah.
No, that's so good. Great, thank you so much.
Nice one.
Thank you very much for watching Elizabeth's story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it. Thank you. So, Elizabeth, she was abused by her dad when she was just 4 years old.
That's a proper betrayal.
Well, I mean, not even that. Like, I think by anyone at age 4, but I get what you're saying.
People that meant to love you, protect you, it hurt more when they hurt when they do things like that.
They're the people that are meant to keep you safe.
Yeah.
What I was going to say about it, and I don't think I've got quite the right words, but I'm going to say it anyway, but I don't want anyone watching it to take it the wrong way.
But you're still going to say it.
I'm going to say it. To me, like, there's no coming back from that.
What do you mean?
But then, like, that's what I'm saying, like, I feel like it's the wrong words because people obviously do recover.
Yeah.
And go on to lead normal lives after suffering abuse at a young age. But for me, that's ruining someone's life. Like, there's no coming back from that. There's no getting over it. There's no... To me, there's no living a normal life after that's happened.
Do you think at 4 years old, do you even know what's going on?
What do you mean?
If that type of abuse happened to you, do you even think like...
I don't know.
Then you would...
I assume you would get the sense that it was wrong, whether you would get the sense as to how wrong it is when you were just 4. But that's what I mean, like, it ruins your life.
But do you think
and then it carries on ruining your life, because as you get older,
do you think when you get older, then you trigger up in your brain now, you realise
the severity of it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, it just ruins your life over and over and over again. And, like, I imagine that after experiencing that, how difficult it must be to then have a relationship with a guy or trust a guy.
Yeah, especially if it's the person that meant to protect you.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Imagine then, like, having kids and ever trusting your kid's father or your kids knowing what your father... Like, I can't even begin to imagine what she went through at just age 4.
No.
And at 4, you're so innocent about everything, and to have that just taken from you...
No, but I think you have to be mentally ill for you to do things like that. For someone to do this kind of stuff with a baby,
I agree
you're not mentally right.
I agree with you in a way, but then I also feel like that's a poor out.
It's not an excuse.
Like, but then I feel like to me, you're just evil. Not even mentally ill, evil.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I think mentally ill gives you a cop-out in a way.
It's not a cop-out.
It is. Like, it wasn't me, it was my mental illness.
No, but that was you. You need help. There's no
help. I don't believe... Like, I know people try and say that you can... And I believe, like, a lot of things. Like, I believe most killers you could probably rehabilitate and stuff like that. But paedophiles, I don't see how you could ever trust them in the world again. And maybe I'm going to get hate for that, but I just think they should be locked up for life. I don't think they should have to be allowed out.
I agree with you, right? But I agree with you. I think they should get killed, but that's my opinion.
No, I don't even think that. I think they need to suffer. I keep them alive as long as possible.
No, but we have to be fair if we're talking about crime. No, I'm just saying, if we're talking about giving everyone a second chance, hear me out. If you want to be fair to this society, if you're going to give everyone a second chance, if you're going to give a murderer a second chance, yeah, I'm not telling you. For me, they should get jail's no punishment for them. They should be hanged. But the way this society is, everyone deserves a second chance. But where do you draw the line that do you give them a second chance or you just put them away?
Put them away for life. Put them away for life.
But then can you imagine people that got family members, right?
I like to think that your family would disown you for that kind of shit.
Yeah, but it's hard for a mom to disown their kid, a child. That's just reality. Regardless to the kids, it's always going to be your mom's child. So, do you think they deserve... everyone, like, let me just say if just done something happen, not like something like that, like get arrested or something, you be offered, yeah, she make a mistake, second chance. But what I'm trying to say, where do you draw the line?
Like child abuse.
Child abuse, like there's... But this society is not like that.
I just think if you can do that to a kid, I just don't think there is any going forward from there.
Well, what go through your brain? That's the problem.
I
Like-
think we should be grateful that me and you don't understand what goes through your brain to make you right. Like, honestly. If you get to the point where you understand it, that's when you have an issue. If you can't understand it, that's a good thing.
No, it's just like, that's what I'm saying. You need to have a problem for you to think. You need to have a problem. You need something
But
wrong
then
with
look at
you.
all those, like, the serial killers that, like, I'm not talking about just someone that murders one person, but like the serial killers that do serious messed up shit, and they're declared, like, mentally sane. Like, I do believe some people are just evil.
I think.
And I don't care if they've been dropped on their head as a kid or they've been abused themselves. Like, I don't think there is any excuse.
Well, we see people that don't understand. People that have been through that abuse.
And then they turn it into the abuser.
And they turn to abuse. Do you think that's a cycle? Or, personally, if I don't like something out, I don't like to make people go through
You
the
wouldn't
same.
want to repeat it.
I wouldn't want to repeat it.
I mean, I think it's a very complex subject, and there is probably like a lot more to it than we know regarding that cycle thing. Because, like, you're right. Like, some people do then go on to repeat that pattern.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then someone like that, would you give him a second chance? Because
No,
if he was a
you've still
victim,
gone ahead and done it.
if he was a victim,
But you're not a victim when you do it to someone else. You're then the
but like you say,
guilty
if
one.
you're 4 years old, that happened to you, right? You don't have no chance in life. That's what you're saying, right?
I'm not saying you don't have a chance, because obviously there is people that come back from
Bounce
abusive
back.
childhood. Well, not bounce back, but they put the work in
Yeah.
and they deal with the issues rather than run and hide from them and let it build up. So I'm not saying there's no comeback. I said like it must feel like there's no coming back from that. I forgot your original question.
Nothing.
About when they become the guilty ones.
I'm trying to say if someone if someone was the victim
Mhm.
and they turned to be the perpetrator, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that person deserves a second chance?
No. Because I think you're evil to do something like that to a kid. No matter what has happened to you in your childhood.
Yeah, that's evil.
No.
People like that need help. They should have like their own, you know what I mean, like their own community, and lock them in there.
Yeah.
Their own community, like put them to the side.
A little island.
Never in an island, because the island they can get out, they can swim around. No, you know when Trump made like build a wall around it.
Build a wall around an island, just to keep them away from everyone.
Yeah.
But then do you know, I don't want to make this too long and get into too much, but then you see those people that like commit suicide or like want to die because they have the urges and they're fighting them to not do anything like it is.
I told
It's
you.
weird. Like,
It's the illness.
but then you see the people like that and they spend their whole life fighting it. Like, they haven't done anything. It's a horrible, horrible thought that you could be, like, walking through town with your kid and there's people like this.
Yeah.
Like that about.
Yeah. Yeah. Sitting on a bench doing nothing.
Just, yeah.
Staring at people.
And you wouldn't be any the wiser.
You can't tell.
And kids are so innocent, aren't they? As in, they think nothing of, like, I don't know, Jazz is like half feral and she will happily pull her pants down and just pee wherever. And
Personally, I think they should alert everyone if a paedophile.
well, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, they should alert people.
They should let you.
They should let you know. You don't have to go and find out. They should let you know.
You don't have to check the sex offenders list, because you can check it yourself.
They can tell you where you live, the address.
I'm not sure the exact address. They will tell you how many's in the town. I don't know.
But then you don't know if it's
You
your
don't know if
neighbour.
it's living next door to you or it's
It's scary.
it's just disgusting, isn't it? And then, like, onwards from that, Elizabeth seems to have, I don't want to say picked, and that's the wrong word, ended up in abusive relationships. And, like,
Do you think it's a choice?
No, or I don't think it's a conscious choice. I don't think it's a choice that she deliberately chooses. I think, and this is just my opinion, my untrained opinion, I'd like to put that out there, I think that she obviously experienced that abusive relationship with her dad at such a young age. I feel like that chaos and that feeling of feeling unsafe is all she's ever known, and she unconsciously mirrors that when choosing a relationship. I feel like if she got in a relationship with a guy that was not abusive, was nice, respectful, I think that would feel strange to her and she'd panic. That's my opinion.
I see where you're coming from.
I think she subconsciously chooses what she knows or what she's used to.
Yeah.
I don't think she makes a conscious choice at all. Like, I don't think she sits there and is like, that guy's gonna hit me, let's go for him.
No one does it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think she makes a conscious decision, but I feel like the relationship she chooses does continuously mirror the relationship she had with her father.
But for most relationship at the beginning, you don't see it. You don't.
I think abusers are very good at hiding it at the start, because like, no one's gonna like
No
you said,
one
no
gonna-
one's gonna willingly get in a relationship.
You're not gonna slap
Someone's
someone
gonna-
on the first day, are you? Then it will come back.
Hey, second date.
It's the second day you slap.
You free tomorrow? No, like no one. I think abusers are very good at hiding it, and I think they're very skilled. By the time they actually show the physical abuse, it's usually too late. As in a way, they've like alienated you from your friends, your family.
Yeah.
Like they've made themselves your world, and then they turn violent.
Why do they always do that? Like literally take
Because they
everyone
want to
away
have
from
no
you.
one for you to go to.
That's so. That's
Like you can't turn to your friend and be like, "This happened yesterday," and your friend be like, "Well,
that's
that's
so
not okay."
weird.
Well, it's smart in a way.
It's not smart.
It is, because you've trapped that person with you. They've got nowhere else to escape to, no one else to go round to.
The more you let her talk to her family and friend, the more peaceful you are. What don't you get? The more you let her
But
speak
they
to
don't
her
want peace,
family
they
and
want
friends
control.
and her pet friends, her dog, whatever, the more
This
peaceful.
is why you let me chat shit to Henny all the time.
What are you talking about?
That's why you let me have whole conversations with the dog.
That's what people don't get. Literally.
But they don't want peace, they want control, don't they? Like, the abuser wants to be in control of everything, every aspect of your life. So she actually ended up taking heroin again because her partner was taking it. And she, when you ask her sort of what, did she know what she was getting into? She said, it's a tricky one, because she says she didn't know she'd end up losing her kids from it. Which to me is not like, it's not like a yes or no, like I feel like she probably knew a bit of what she was getting into,
Yeah.
but maybe made the mistake that a lot of people seem to make in thinking that she thought she could maybe control the drug rather than the drug control her. She had 5 kids and she lost them all.
Yeah.
She lost them all because her and her partner were both taking heroin, and the kids weren't going to school and stuff.
Yeah.
Which to me just sounds like counterproductive as well.
Yeah.
Like, surely you want to sit there and take heroin in peace, send the kids to get the kids to school. But
Some people need opium to function. It's different from crack cocaine.
Because you get the physical
Yeah.
withdrawal from it.
But when she was on heroin, she was alright. Well, I wouldn't say she was alright. She was still managing.
So she started on crack cocaine and then moved on to heroin. And then, like, the last little bit I wanted to touch on, because I think we could sit here and chat about Elizabeth for hours, because she's been through so much.
A lot.
She's been through so much.
I think she needs a break.
It's so difficult, isn't it? Because she said herself, and like obviously therapy doesn't work for everyone. Well, counsel, like sitting down talking, and I think that's perfectly fine if that's not.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not for everyone. But then equally, she's been through so much. I think she's got to find some way of processing and dealing with it. Otherwise, like, I don't think she will ever get clean if she doesn't deal with what she's been through.
That's true.
But the bit I wanted to talk about is how she must feel living in that flat with all that she's been through. And it's such a tricky one because the council won't move her, and they won't let her like end a lease because she'll be making herself intentionally homeless. It's such a tricky one, as in, I fully get why she doesn't want to be in that flat.
Yeah.
And like walking around, like remembering everything that's happened to you there.
Yeah. Someone should.
It's a daily reminder.
Someone should have burned the front doors.
Yeah. Like, it's a daily reminder of all the hell you've been through.
Yeah.
But then, like, in a way, I can see it from the council side, as in, like, you're going to be more of a problem to us on the streets. Like, no, just stay there.
Well.
But then I also don't get how they can literally make you. Like, just don't pay your rent. You'll soon be kicked out.
Well, about the council, how can the council let them live in that condition?
You see, you say this.
Because if the RPC go there and say, a dog,
they would take a dog away.
They would take the dog away, right? They would take the dog away from that, but they won't take the human away. Does that make sense?
I might be a little bit.
Well, because you work with animals.
No, but controversial in what I'm saying is in.
Yeah.
The dog does not choose that environment, and I'm not. Let me finish. I'm not saying for a second that they choose that environment.
They didn't choose that environment.
Okay,
I'll finish.
All I'm saying is that flat probably was not like that when they moved in.
For sure, it was not like that.
They've created that environment. So then, what do you do to help them? Because if you move them, surely the same thing is potentially going to happen again.
Yeah.
So I think you need to deal with helping them how to manage a house, rather than you can't constantly move them out of a problem that they.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying they deliberately created that, but it has somehow happened.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have been like that when they moved in, and so I can see it from the council's point of view. Well, we're not going to keep moving you around to create the same problem over and over again.
But they're not fixing the problem.
But they're not fixing the problem. No.
They're not fixing the problem because.
Like, people that live like that, I think, need some help.
Well, more than that.
Yeah. Because you're right, it's not fair. Like, if the RSPCA walked in there, they would take a dog away from that.
But they won't do nothing.
But they wouldn't.
They would leave them.
Yeah. It's just like what.
So it does look like animal go more right than human.
Animals don't choose their situations, do they?
They don't choose. They don't choose to.
I'm not saying they choose to live like. I'm not saying Elizabeth and Michael choose to live like that. But I'm saying moving them isn't gonna solve the problem.
I agree with you.
But then I don't know how you would help people learn.
It's all about managing.
Mm.
It's not about giving them money. You can give them money, they won't be able to manage. What's the point?
You just keep throwing money.
So if you teach them how to manage, how to take care of them, few of them.
They almost need like their upbringing again, don't like.
They need someone there to check on them, to manage them, to show them. But the government don't have that.
Can you imagine that?
The government don't have. They can't do it.
Can you imagine how many people are living like Elizabeth and Michael are living?
Yeah.
And you'd need like one person per family or one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To check on them at least 3 times a week.
More than that.
No, yeah, three times a week. You know, just to make sure everything's okay. And that's mean like home visit. If they have shopping, check the fridge, check how much money they got left. So then it's the plan that you have to go through with them. The council can't do that.
They haven't got the resources to do that.
They don't have the resources.
Not for everyone.
But then they're still gonna have problems. And most people live in them condition, they can't handle no more. They end up being homeless.
Because I guess in a way, being homeless takes away all that problem. Like in the nicest way possible.
It take away the council problem.
Well, no, but it takes away a lot of their problems as well. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't add problems, because it clearly does. Like, no one enjoys being homeless, but it takes away, like, that flat must weigh on her mind a lot.
It does, but this is my opinion. I don't care how the flat look. I would prefer to stay indoor than to be out there. It's cold, especially in the winter. No. Nope.
Nope. But I hope Elizabeth moves forward with her life the way that she wants to, and she gets.
I think she's strong. I think she can when she's ready.
She is such a strong woman. Like,
She
I
is.
think once she sets her mind to something,
She will.
she will.
But she needs that support.
The people around her.
Right.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed it. Thank you.